When they opened the cabin door, the fire was still warm. Not burning, not smoking, just warm. A pot of food sat untouched on the stove. 3 beds were made. 1 wasn't. And yet the people who came here never walked back down the mountain. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood, no forced entry. Phones were inside. Keys were inside. Shoes were inside, but the family was gone, and the mountain never explained why. Remote cabins are meant to isolate you from noise, from stress, from people. But sometimes isolation doesn't protect you. Sometimes it removes the witnesses. This is the story of the mountain cabin that was found empty. The Harlan family wasn't running away. They weren't hiding. They weren't troubled. Daniel Harlan was 41. His wife, Rachel, was 38. Their 2 children, Evan, 11, and Lucy, 7. They took weekend trips often. Camping, cabins, nature trails. This trip was supposed to be simple. 3 nights, 1 remote cabin, no cell service. Daniel even joked in a text, "If we disappear, send a search party Monday." No one laughed when Monday came, because the cabin didn't look abandoned. It looked interrupted. The cabin sat deep in the mountains. 1 narrow gravel road. No nearby neighbors. No passing traffic. A security camera at the base of the mountain recorded their SUV passing through on Friday afternoon. That footage would later become important because it showed 4 people going up and no one coming back down. According to receipts and later reconstruction, they arrived around 4:30 p.m., unloaded groceries, started a fire, cooked dinner. At 7:18 p.m., Daniel sent a final text to his brother. "Kids already asleep. Dead quiet up here." That message was delivered. It was never answered. When police entered the cabin on Monday, something stood out immediately. Dinner had been cooked, but not eaten. Plates were set on the table, food untouched. Milk left out, but not spoiled. Meaning they didn't leave Friday night, they left suddenly. And whatever made them leave didn't give them time to prepare. Inside, everything was normal, almost too normal. Wallets on the counter, phones charging, jackets hanging by the door, but no shoes missing, not hiking boots, not sneakers, not slippers, no footprints in the snow outside. It was as if the family stood up and vanished. The fireplace confused investigators. The fire had been tended recently, but not extinguished properly. Someone left in the middle of responsibility. Search and rescue teams later said, "People don't leave fires like that unless something pulls them away." Hundreds of volunteers searched. Helicopters scanned tree lines. Dogs tracked scent. Nothing. No tracks leading away. No trails followed. No signs of injury. Then the dogs stopped. Not lost. Not distracted. Stopped. As if the trail simply ended. And then something was found that shouldn't have been there. In the children's room, tucked under a bed, investigators found a notebook. Lucy's. Inside were drawings, trees, mountains, the cabin. Then one final drawing, the cabin with something dark behind it. No explanation, no words. Just heavy black crayon pressing so hard it tore the page. A man living miles away came forward. He said that around midnight Friday, he heard something unusual. Not screams, not animals, footsteps, multiple sets, moving together, but not on the road, in the trees. And the security footage would later confirm someone else was on that mountain. When police re-examined the camera footage, they noticed something chilling. At 11:52 p.m., hours after the family arrived, movement. Figures crossing the road. Not vehicles, not animals, people. Heading up the mountain, faces never visible. Some believe the family followed something outside. Others believe someone came to the cabin, but no forced entry, no signs of violence. A ranger later admitted something unsettling. That cabin sits near an area locals avoid. People say sounds carry wrong up there, and then something happened months later. Months after the disappearance, hikers reported seeing lights in the cabin, flickering, movement inside. But when authorities arrived, nothing. Fireplace cold, dust undisturbed, except for one thing. 4 handprints on the window, from the inside. The Harlan family was never found. No remains, no belongings, no explanation. The cabin was eventually demolished, but locals say the area still feels occupied. Cabins are meant to keep you safe. Walls, doors, firelight. But when you're far enough from the world, safety becomes an illusion. 4 people went into that mountain cabin. The cabin stayed. They didn't. And whatever happened inside those walls never came back down. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more stories that defy explanation.